Overall, looking at the series, their best players were better than your best players. Is that how you basically sum up the series as a whole, looking back?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think 5-on-5, we made a couple mistakes in the first two games that they buried. Our top guys weren't able to bury 5-on-5, and then the rest of the series, I like how we played 5-on-5. If you would have told us that's how we were going to play 5-on-5, I think we lost it, and then their power play outplayed our power play.
When you look back at it, especially tonight, there were opportunities lost. Then in Game 4 at home, opportunities lost. And as a whole, do you see a lot of opportunities lost in the series, and was that the difference?
Well, I think tonight we had a lot of great looks and didn't score. The three losses we had prior to tonight and tonight, obviously, but we were tied in every period, third period in the series that we lost. So, it's right there for us. We didn't capitalize; they did. You can't. That's just the way it was. You can't draw it up any different when it's tied in the third period all series. You'd think you'd be on the good side of some of that, and we weren't.
A little miscue by Peter Costa, that one goal that ended up being the game winner. Tell me what you saw on the play and what guys are talking with Peter about back in the room at that point.
Yeah, I mean, that's hockey, that's sports. Peter played good all game, and it's a tough play at the end of a period that, like I said, when you get into elimination games where we had to win, sometimes you test fate a little bit, and it just the bounce wasn't there for us tonight.
Brett, does the game kind of magnify the problems with the power play too? I mean, 114 with two extra skaters, and
I mean, that's obviously I don't have to tell you that our power play outplayed our power play in the series. That's probably why we're here. 5-on-5, we had a really good series, but especially the one game where they scored 3 and we scored 0. Tonight it's a wash again. You'd like to obviously bury one there in the first, and that's on us. But their power play had a big game to put them up 3-1, and then all of a sudden we're in a game where we have no room for error, and Bishop steals one. So I think that's where it came down to. If you overlook the series.
Brad, one of the storylines coming into this series was Pavel, and if this is his last go-around or not. Just this year with him, what did you see? How much did you appreciate being around a guy like that?
Well, obviously, I always admired his career and played against him. I think I came in a year or two before him, but ever since he got in the league, it's a player that, as players, you're still fans of the game, and he's one of those players that you could always watch. So it was great to play with him, and obviously, probably a little different when he was 25 than 37, but he's still pretty effective out there.